All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is how to see files in a directory. So right now we're in the home directory here. So we can type ls, and then it shows us the files that are in the home directory. In this case, like desktop and documents are in the home directory. And so if we want to switch directories, say to the desktop, then we can type cd desktop, stands for change directory, and then if we list out what's in the desktop, we can see all the files that are inside, which is the same as the file explorer, as what the file explorer shows here. Now, if we want to make a directory for CS88, we can do two things. We can make a new folder, right click, new folder, and then type CS88. And then if we type ls, then we can find CS88 right here. Now there's another way to do it. So we can move this to the trash, and we can type mcdir CS88, and then you can see that CS88, the file, has reappeared. So two ways to make files. You can do either one, doesn't matter. Okay, and then now what we can do is we can download this, the lab assignment, and then we can open it back up here. Oh, cool. So let's put it in CS88. Cool. So now there's two ways to unzip a lab. The first way is you can just double click it like that if you're on a Mac, or you can unzip it with some unzipper in Windows, and then you'll get this new folder which has all the files you need. So let's go ahead and delete that. There's another way to do it. So what you can do is you can go to the directory that has the zipped file in it. So in this case, CS88. So we need to cd into CS88, and then we can type ls. We see that the zip file is right there. So what we can type is unzip, and then the file that we want to unzip, and then it does the exact same thing. So there we go, we have the lab. So we can move the zipped file to the trash, and then now we have these three files in our lab folder. So in the terminal, we can cd into lab00, and then we can see those three folders or three files that are right there. To edit a Python file, we can't do it in the terminal, so we need a text editor. So the way you open up a text editor is you go to the file name, right click it, type, and then select open with, and then you can select Atom. And there you go. Oh, these welcome guides, so annoying. All right, cool. So you can do it that way. If you're on a Mac, I'm not sure if this works on a Windows, but what you can do is you can go to the directory that has the file name in it, and then type Atom, and then the file name, lab00.py. And then it shows up. Same exact thing. Shows up with all the welcome guides too. Okay. If you have Sublime, I think you can also do, there's something for Sublime. Maybe it's Subble, or maybe you type Sublime. I'm not sure. You can Google it though. Okay, so now the assignment says just to return 2020, so you can type 2020 in there. And then what you can do is you can type python3-i lab00.py, and then to test if it works, you type 2020 with the open close parentheses, and oh no, what happened? That's weird. It has returned 2020 here, but Python says that this is the return statement. That's super weird. Well, that's because we didn't save the file. So it's pretty important to save the file. So in Atom, at least, there's this blue dot here, which means you made changes, but you didn't save it. So if you type Command S, you can save it, and then if we go into the interpreter again, it'll all work out. And then there's that, and then you can type Python3 OK, and it'll submit, and you're all good. So some other useful tips is that if you're in the interpreter and you see these three carets here, you can't use cd or ls. Those are for, because that's not Python. You need to exit out and then you can type ls, stuff like that. Another handy command is pwd that gives you the directory you're in. So say you downloaded your lab or something and it's in your downloads folder, and then you're editing it in your downloads folder, but then you're in your terminal though, you're not in the downloads folder, you're in your desktop. Then you're not using the right Python file. So that happens to some students.